First and foremost, let's talk about the Japan Rail Pass. I want to let you guys know that Japan Rail Pass, this beautiful thing that you get in the mail, once you have signed up with your coupon, covers everything you want to know about Japan. I want to put it closer to the camera and let it focus. The Japan Rail Pass will get you legitimately all across the country of Japan, top to bottom, except for Okinawa. Okinawa, you got to take a plane, flight, or a boat, but it'll legitimately get you through 46 out of 47 prefectures. And I wanted you all to know that. Here's the deal. I am not planning any more big group trips. I busted my butt for 2015. It didn't happen. Busted my butt for 2016. It didn't happen. 2017 was amazing. 2018 was about Hideyoshi. 2019 is about family. After dating me for 20 years and being married to me going on 6 in October, my wife, hey, Mr. Kibby, is finally getting to go to Japan. Finally. With the loss of my dad, I wanted to take my dad with me to Japan so we could go reminisce and just travel the country and he could see where I lived and where I worked at Kumamoto Nishikoko, but it didn't happen. So my wife and my mother-in-law going with me will be the answer to that prayer. And I wanted to get all of that. So first thing I'm going to link in there is the Japan Rail Pass. How I bought mine, how they can help you get yours. This is the best company if you're ever planning a trip to Japan to do it with. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to, nope. So we're going to, whatever. Just pop up. There we go. It came up. What's nice about the Japan Rail Pass is that depending on how long your trip is, and the title of the video on YouTube is Japan Rail Pass, yes or no, is it a good investment? So let me start over why I wanted to use a rail pass. People that have ever traveled with me, including Japan, New Orleans, college, high school, growing up, I'm never one place forever. I'm always in motion. So I wanted to let you know that if you're going to Japan, the best way to change your mind about being in Japan, first and foremost, is what do you want to do? If you just want to fart around Tokyo, hang out in Roppongi, go shopping in Ginza, go check out Asakusa, hit up Tokyo Tower, and come home, then that's completely different. And here's why. If you are thinking of the Japan Rail Pass as a quick, easy hit for Tokyo, it's not economically worth it. You have 18 other options for getting around the city of Tokyo, including the Marunouchi Subway Pass, the 5-day, 3-day, 1-day, 9-day, 11-day city pass from the government of Tokyo. You have a lot of Tokyo-only things that will get you around the city of Tokyo. So I highly recommend passing on the Tokyo, on the Japan Rail Pass if you're only doing Tokyo. Now, if you're talking about this wonderful thing that has an entire map, and let's pop out the map one more time because I'm deadly serious about the quality of it. If you're going around the country of Japan from top to bottom, Hokkaido being the top and Kyushu being the bottom, and I'm going to hit it up, Hokkaido, Kyushu, especially Kumamoto, which is our sister city for the city of San Antonio, I wanted to let you know that one, yes, you definitely want a rail pass, but be realistic about your time frame. The number one thing a lot of people think is like, oh, I have 7 days, I'll be fine. No. If you're going to Japan for 7 days, focus on a rail pass in the regions of Japan you're going. They have regional rail passes. I don't have OBS Studio set up yet on my computer. I'm still trying to learn the kinks in the program. Otherwise, I'd show you the rail map. However, what you're looking at, and I had the prices up here, so let me go to the prices. Economical and simple. 7 days is $264. So that's you're flying into Tokyo, you're traveling around the outskirts of Tokyo, west side, you're going to Kanagawa, Chiba, Narita Prefecture, Iwate, perfect. If you're going to hit the Kansai region or the Tohoku region, Saitama, perfect. 7 days, you're going to be doing a lot of day trips, in and out, you're not staying in a hotel, perfect. If you're one of the people that you have to soak in for 2 to 3 days in one place, it's not worth it for you. The 14-day pass is $423. Again, if you are the person that has to do 1 or 2 days anywhere, I'd say do it. Reason why I love the train pass, for my 2017 trip, I sat down and kept all of my Shinkansen bullet train tickets, and I came up with the total figure. If I was buying one-way tickets, and I'm going to pull up a map, you won't be able to see it on my screen, but if you're on my Facebook Live, I will shoot you the link. Hey, Christopher, good evening. So really quick, I love the JR Rail Pass because it covered all of my JR, not private line, JR rail trips across Japan. Every major city has a JR station. Small towns, not so much. Inaka villages, which are countryside villages, JR Pass is practically useless because you don't need a car. But I wanted to do Tokyo to Kyoto bullet train. Google's Fast is going to pop me up a price. So if I was leaving on a 9:35 a.m. getting there by 1 p.m., that's $143. So if I was doing a hardcore day trip to where I wanted to go see Kiyomi Zadera, a performance. Oh, and thank you. Yes, I am rocking my 2017 shirt. Someone jacked my black one. I don't know why you'd want my sweaty t-shirt from 2 summers ago. Just saying, it's my sweaty t-shirt. I kind of want my sweaty t-shirt back. But again, if you were doing a hardcore day trip to Kyoto for an event, a meeting, a restaurant opening, or any event, a round trip would cost you $286. You just paid for your 7-day rail pass. Now, for those of you that were paying attention last summer when Lori Grande came in, we started our trip in Tokyo. We went to Shizuoka, so I'm going to switch up to Shizuoka on the bullet train. $65. Still, that's a portion of the train pass. The long trip that we did was out to Fukuoka, actually Kumamoto, so I might as well just be honest. We went from Tokyo to Kumamoto, and that was a nice long hit on the train. $271 in 7 hours. And we stopped in Hiroshima on the way and spent the week in Hiroshima. Here's the deal. I wanted to do a YouTube video and talk about just this. The rail pass, and I'm going to show you the back. The part that you care about is right here. The day you get it to the day it expires, what you're qualified for. There's 2 types of JR Rail passes. This is the Citizen Ordinary. You have the Green Badge Pass. The Green Badge Pass gets you all the extra perks and benefits of local customer assistance. You get preferential seating on a train. You can use it as much as you want, going back and forth between the airport to Tokyo Station and any other major airport that has a JR access point. At the very bottom, I want to get this close to the camera. Those are all the times that I used a Shinkansen pass just for this one. This was my July one, not my June one. I use this a lot. On my other one, which I've lost, is that you have a reserved seat section in the middle. This was maxed out. I had hit up flying on the bullet train. I call it flying, but going from the bullet train back to the city at least 4 to 5 times in a week. I was everywhere, hopping on and off trains, doing whatever I wanted. For those of you that are watching this, yes, I have my own travel company, Montague Travel LLC, which stands for Montague Travel and Consulting Limited Liability, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to put my YouTube link for my channel in the description. That way you have it. A lot of people ask me questions and I can't always respond when they want an answer, but I wanted to let you know that Europe has a rail pass. Christopher Hoffman, who's the last person to join us, I don't know if he's used his Euro pass, but when I do my Euro trip, probably 2022 or 2023, I'm going to take a break for 2021. I want to stay local somewhere, unless I get a tour group. I wanted to let everyone know that Europe has a rail pass system, Africa has a rail pass system, and some of the friendlier countries. Asia, different parts of Asia, not just Japan. I know Korea has its own pass. I'm not sure if India has a pass, but lots of people have train passes, and it's a beautiful thing. So the number one issue is, what is it good for? And it's not a difficult question to answer. The number one thing is, let's talk about the differences between the green pass and the regular ordinary citizen pass I have. When you have a green pass, that gives you guaranteed seats wherever you want on 90% of the trains that have a green car. That means that when you present your rail pass, you need to not go directly to the train. You need to go to the office and book a seat. You paid for the wonderful service of people letting you know that you have access to sit on the privileged train. The perks and benefits next to that is, whenever the convenience lady who is offering drinks, snacks, and specialty gear, you get normally a free 20-ounce bottle of water, maybe even a beer, maybe other beverages. You get it. So when you don't get with the ordinary citizens, that you have to pay normally for the first drink, and even though you do get reserved seats sometimes, you have to make sure they're available. The upgraded pass lets you bypass that, and I can't stress that enough. So the number one benefit to me of the Japan Rail Pass is the ease of accessibility, the convenience of it, how much money it saved me. I counted up almost $20,000 worth of bullet train hits, and that's from city to city being a tour guide. That's $20,000 I didn't have. Definitely an economic savings. Next thing, if you lose your rail pass and you don't have travel insurance, yes, you have to come out of your pocket to replace it. If you lose your rail pass and you go through the hassle of filing a police report with some of the Japanese police stations, you can use that to get reimbursed through your travel insurance for up to 40% of a rail pass. But that's waiting on the money, going through all the hassle and paperwork. What someone I know did that I followed on YouTube is that in the middle section for terms and travel conditions, what they did, hey, Walker, how you doing? What they did is that they went ahead and took a snapshot of themselves and stapled it in here so the Japanese people can see it. Not every station attendant wants to read the English section. They want this section. But if you drop it or lose it and it's stapled in here, if it's found, 90% of Japanese people are super, super honest. If they have a picture and has your name on it, they can turn it into the local police box. And if you go back, if you can make it back to your hotel, have them contact the local police and ask them if a rail pass with a picture was in there. One of my friends, Philip, lost his rail pass and he just had to come out of pocket to get back to Tokyo to go home. There are a lot of wonderful, great experiences with the Japanese rail pass, including like, hey, I went to Kusatsu Onsen. What are my options? When you go to Kusatsu Onsen, the train. Hey, Aman. Good evening, man. The train pass will let you ride the bus from the Kusatsu station. That's part of the JR line. Get on the travel bus because they have a local agreement. If you have a train pass, you don't have to pay the fee, which is another $30 from the train station for that 45-minute ride to Kusatsu. It drops you right where you want to be in the middle of town. I guarantee you want that in your life. It makes your life so much easier. The other part of 2019 for me, though, is I will be going back to various places I've been before in Japan now that I have a better understanding of my cameras, Filming time, the product shots I'm looking for. As you notice, I upgraded my lighting in the room. Now I just need to not look so pasty in it. But, what I'm going to do is go through the transition of upgrading my channel, streamlining some content. I need to finally sit down and agree on what I want for my intro and my outros so I can add them to every video. Talking to Vince Guzman, let me tag him, is that the local San Antonio group had set goals for 2019. Hey, Holly! Hey, Holly, I'm sorry. Me and Tanya are moving to New Orleans. So when Josh gets back, check us out in New Orleans. We'll be more than happy to hang out and show you the city. But the plan is this summer, my goal is to take my wife and my mother-in-law and my aunt-in-law through the city of New Orleans and not the city of New Orleans, definitely not the city of New Orleans, I'm from there, through the country of Japan, and give them some of the experiences that really touched my life growing up as a military kid and as an adult working and living in Japan professionally and hosting a travel group. We will be going to the Kobe American Park Oriental Hotel. I'm about to tag them here and then tag them over there in YouTube. Again, if you are online and have the ability, please, please, please do me a favor, help out my YouTube channel. Click on the YouTube link and just let it roll. So that way I can get some views up. Yo, Trish, thank you for being my watcher. I appreciate it. I'm linking up to Japan Rail Pass on YouTube. Then I'm gonna look hit up my favorite hotel. That way you all have access to it. They have their own YouTube channel, which makes it amazing. So boom. I highly recommend you watch the new commercial that they've done. So the joke was, I submitted a proposal in my terrible Google Translate Japanese, which never got a response, to do a commercial with a drone for the hotel. They went with someone local, and he did 20 times the job I could have done. Boom, thank you for that. That was the hotel. I got all of that. They have a beautiful new movie up. I highly recommend it. Trish is here. So what's going on in New Orleans this summer when I move? I need help getting all of the stuff. That'll be the last load going from San Antonio to New Orleans. I want to set up a YouTube community in New Orleans to help bring Asian travels to New Orleans, because the Japan side of New Orleans has had a vested interest in that going on for a while now, and I want to make sure that I do everything in my power to help accommodate. I also want to encourage more African American Black travelers to try Asia. 2020 spring, we're hitting up a lot of places. We have an open 4-day window for whatever you want to do. At the end of my main tour, I'm going south. I'm not going to Hokkaido off the bat. I'm going to go down to Hideyoshi, because I want to see the cherry blossoms and their little festivals they got going on in the spring. From that, everyone coming with me 2020, we will be buying tickets when I get back in July all the way through October to get the cheapest price. Have your money ready. All I got to say. So I wanted to only do 15 minutes and I went over. I apologize. Everybody, as always, if you need me, call me, text me. For those of you on YouTube, you can definitely hit the business page, go through any of my social media, get in contact with me, or use my business email, which is Montague Travel. So if no one wants to type me a question, comment, feedback, I'm going to get off in 60 seconds, but I definitely want to make sure you have all the links that you need for what's going on this summer. This summer is really about family enjoying it, but as always, I'm welcome to more people adding themselves to the trip. If you want to hang out with just me, July 9th through the 23rd, the 9th through the 23rd will be Shizuoka, going back to Kisatsu, doing the onsen thing again, going to Matsue to do research for the Japan side of New Orleans, then shooting down to Fukuoka for another ramen stadium hit, then Hideyoshi, and then hitting various cities on the way back. So that first 9 days is planned. The last 5 are kind of play by ear. So let me know what's up. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, if anybody has a discount getting a DJI Mavic Pro, definitely drop me comments below. I would love to get a sponsorship from DJI cameras. Peace. You're amazing, Trish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we just need everybody to do it. Again, I will be back spring break, March 9th through the, let me get the calendar out. No, not that. Okay. So I'm leaving on the 8th. I plan to be down by the 9th, but I'm leaving on the 13th because I have a convention 15th, 16th, and 17th in San Antonio. So if anybody has any questions or wants to do a meetup again in New Orleans, please schedule it for then. Let me know. Peace.